Hello and welcome to the study. Welcome to the Roman Road. The parables. What are the parables? Where are the parables? How many are there? What do we learn from these things? Well, the parables are basically the parables of Jesus, and we're going to learn exactly what these things are, and we're going to go through 65 of them. Now, some scholars would say there are more, some say there are less. We're going to look at 65 of them. And what's interesting about the parables, if we look at Proverbs 25 and 2, it says, "It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings to search out a matter." Let me add something to that if I can. It's an honor, it's a joy, a privilege, a pleasure. It's our job, our duty to learn, and who better to learn from than Jesus himself? So it's the honor of kings to search out a matter. What is God saying? What is Jesus saying? And so when we look at the parables, we find several things. First of all, simply an illustration of a truth. That's what a parable is. It is something illustrated that has something to do with a truth. And that's an interesting way of teaching, because what we learn is that these things are timeless. They're never old. They're never of no value. Regardless of when we reach the idea or the understanding, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later, they're still there. They still mean things. They're inexhaustive. They mean all sorts of things, and what you derive from them be far different from what I or someone else would get from them. We find they're impersonal. Now, no names attached. Now, there is one example that we're going to look at where there's actually names attached to this parable, but we're going to see that the parables themselves, for the most part, have no names attached. In other words, they're meaningful for every single person, not just a single individual. And then we're going to learn they're diverse. They mean lots of things to a lot of people. So as we learn about the illustrations of a truth, we're going to find this. It's clearly defined. Parables can be seen as a method Jesus used in teaching. He did so to relate to the people of that time. Using illustrations, all would have understood Jesus will apply spiritual insights and knowledge that will stand forever. Customs and traditions apparent at that time will be used as Jesus reaches the masses. These declarations hold truth for all generations, ours included. They are never, ever exhaustive, as his words will be a method for all to learn some 2 millennium later. So stay with us as we go through the parables. I think you're going to enjoy the study. Welcome.